Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a new lesson on the particle theory. The particle theory explains the nature of matter and how it exists in different states. It's based on the idea that all matter is made up of tiny, constantly moving particles. Introduction to particles. Particles are the building blocks of all matter. They are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. The particle theory provides a framework for understanding how particles interact and behave. Tiny. Particles are incredibly small, so much smaller that we can constantly see. They're constantly in motion. This movement creates energy. Spacing. The amount of energy between the amount of space between particles affects the state of matter. The closer together the particles are, the denser the substance. Attraction. Particles are attracted to each other. They strengthen of this attraction varies depending on the type of particle. Movement. Particles are always in motion. The amount of movement depends on the temperature. Higher temperatures mean more movement. What is matter? Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. It's everything from around us. From the air we breathe to the chair we sit on. There are three common states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Solids. Solids have a fixed shape and volume. Particles in solids are closely packed together. Liquids have a fixed volume but take the shape of their container. Particles in liquids are more loosely packed than solids. Gases have no fixed shape or volume. Particles in gases are widely spaced and move freely. Arrangement of particles. The way particles are arranged determines the properties of the state of matter. The arrangement influences how easily particles can move, affecting the density and compressibility of a substance. Solids. Particles in solids are tightly packed together in a regular repeating pattern. They vibrate but can't move freely. Liquids. Particles in liquids are more loosely packed than in solids. They can move past each other, which allows liquids to flow. Gases. Particles in gases are very far apart and move freely in all directions. They collide with each other on the walls of their container. Properties of the states of matter. Each state of matter has a unique properties due to the arrangement and movement of its particles. These properties are related to how easily the substance can be compressed or deformed and its ability to flow. So you can maybe pause the video and just examine these. Properties of solids. Solids have a fixed shape and volume. Due to the strong attractive forces between their closely packed particles, they can be rigid, hard, or brittle, depending on the type of solid. Fixed shape. Solids maintain their shape because their particles are held tightly together in a fixed arrangement. Fixed volume. Solids occupy a specific amount of space because their particles are closely packed and don't move freely. Solids are difficult to compress because their particles are already tightly packed, leaving little space for them to be squeezed closer. High density. Solids have a high density because their particles are packed closely together. Properties of liquids. Liquids have a fixed volume but take the shape of their container because the forces between their particles are weaker than in solids. They can flow and change shape. Fluidity. Liquids can flow because their particles can move past each other. Fixed volume. Liquids have a fixed volume because their particles are close together. Incompressible. Liquids are difficult to compress because their particles are closely packed. Higher density than gases. Liquids have a higher density than gases because their particles are closer together. Properties of gases. Gases have no fixed shape or volume because the forces between their particles are very weak. They can expand to fill any container or easily compressed to have low density. Expansion. Gases can expand to fill any container because their particles are widely spaced and move freely. Compression. Gases can be easily compressed because their particles are far apart, allowing them to be squeezed closer together. Diffusion. Gases can diffuse, meaning they spread out to fill any space. This happens because the particles move randomly. Low density. Gases have a low density because their particles are far apart. Change of state. Changes of state occur when a substance changes from one state to another. These changes involve the breaking or forming of bonds between particles. So melting solid to liquid, freezing liquid to solid, evaporation liquid to gas, condensation gas to liquid, sublimation solid to gas, and deposition gas to solid. Melting, evaporating, and freezing. Melting, evaporation, and freezing are common changes of state. These changes are influenced by temperature and pressure, affecting the movement of particles. Melting. Melting occurs when a solid is heated, causing the particles to vibrate faster. They break free from their fixed positions. Evaporation. Evaporation occurs when a liquid is heated, allowing particles to gain enough energy to escape into the gas phase. Freezing. Freezing occurs when the liquid is cooled, causing particles to slow down and form a fixed arrangement. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.